Hey guys, Nuan here with Movie Slinger Reviews, and today we're gonna talk about Ad Astra. No, not the margarine, the space movie starring Brad Pitt. It's crazy how many people made the Ad Astra to your bread joke when the movie came out. Anyway, this story takes place in the near future. Humanity has colonized Mars and is now venturing into the edge of our solar system, hoping to find signs of intelligent life. A research mission called the Lima Project was sent out with the purpose of finding life. However, their ship disappeared near Neptune and was not heard from again. 16 years later, Major Roy McBride is sent on a mission to find out what happened. There is a crisis on Earth which may or may not be traced back to Lima. Since people are in danger, it's imperative that Roy completes his mission quickly. Also, his father Clifford was leading the Lima project, so there are personal stakes to this space adventure. The story is focused on its main protagonist, who has unresolved issues with his father. Roy's personality has shaped in a certain way, partly due to those issues. His father was a very famous astronaut, and most of the people Roy meets on this journey think of Clifford as a hero. In fact, he inspired many of them to become astronauts. So Roy is living in the shade of his father's greatness. As Roy travels further and further away from the sun, new information is revealed about the Lima project. If these things are true, the perfect image people have of Roy's father might begin to crack. Roy is also wondering if his father is still alive, and if he is, how would that affect his mission? Needless to say, there's a lot of doubt inside him. Brad Pitt gave a nuanced but really good performance. His character is very quiet, but there are moments where his eyes well up with tears and the emotion breaks through. The scene where he's recording a message to be broadcast to Neptune, hoping to get a response from his father, that moment was a real tearjerker, and there's a few more of those before the credits roll. We get a very clear sense of Roy's thoughts from his narration. Now normally, I don't like too much narration, but here I think it was necessary to show how Roy reacts to information that is slowly chipping away at his beliefs. Also, it makes sense because he's a character that's emotionally closed off, so he's not gonna respond verbally or share his thoughts with other people. And I liked seeing that internal conflict. It's very reminiscent of Apocalypse Now. Speaking of Apocalypse Now, those Heart of Darkness themes apply not only to Roy's character but to humanity as a whole. While humans have left Earth to escape some of its problems, the irony is that we have taken our problems with us.
Get off the nuclear warhead.
And that will only get worse the deeper we go into space.
I was doing that guy from that movie, Slim Pickens, where he rides it all the way in, the nuclear warhead. I didn't see that one, huh?
Even on the moon, we are still squabbling and fighting over resources. I loved how the writer and director James Gray portrayed this near-future setting. The solar system is sort of like the new Wild West. Corporations are trying to control it, there's space pirates, and science is pushing new boundaries. And the film is asking questions like, are we really solving the really important issues? There's a thrilling moon buggy chase scene where the pirates are attacking Roy's team. It was like Mad Max Fury Road on the moon. It was so entertaining to watch. It's amazing how much the filmmakers have achieved with so little sound. It's on the moon, so there's no sound, but it's shot in a way that you can almost feel the impact of a high-speed collision from the way the debris flies off. The visual effects are impeccable, the cinematography is gorgeous. It's the same DP who did Interstellar and Dunkirk, so obviously it's really good. The musical score by Max Richter does a great job of complementing the visuals while also filling in for the moments that don't have sound. So there's this white-knuckle energy to all the action sequences regardless of having sound or not. Conclusion. While Ad Astra does have some incredibly visceral moments that will be sure to entertain, it's not an action movie. It's a very slow burn personal drama about this guy searching for answers about his father. There's no jokes or any sense of humor to break up the seriousness, so while it's only 2 hours long, the movie does feel longer. I'm not saying they should have turned this into Guardians of the Galaxy, I'm just saying that a little bit of levity, especially from the main character, could have helped. That being said, Brad Pitt gave a good performance and I loved the father-son story. It's simple, straightforward and masterfully executed. And I think space sci-fi fans should keep their expectations in check. This is not some mind-bending narrative like Interstellar, and it's definitely not as ambiguous like 2001. Speaking of which, there are some clear visual nods to the Stanley Kubrick film and moments that reminded me of Alien and Event Horizon. There's a beautiful message at the heart of this film, and it hit me during the last 10 minutes. That's when the whole story kind of clicked, and I really appreciate the filmmakers for going there.
No nukes! No nukes! No nukes!
You got any more bullets in that gun shop?
This message is very relevant today. All these big corporations and billionaires like Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos are trying to leave Earth and colonize Mars. That's cool for all the rich people, but what about the rest of us? So, no matter what we find out there in deep space, it doesn't mean we should give up on Earth. And that's a great message to deliver with this narrative. And because of that, I'm gonna give Ad Astra a 9 out of 10. And I'm gonna recommend this movie to everyone and not just the sci-fi fans. But don't take your kids because there are some really violent and scary moments. This is a movie with epic scale to its visuals, and I recommend watching it in the theater for maximum immersion. If you can watch this in IMAX, I promise you it'll be worth it. It's pretty awesome on a big screen. So there you go. Have you watched Ad Astra, and what did you think about it? Please leave your thoughts in the comments below, and thanks for watching. Movie Slinger out.